Howdy, Brianna Light here, and today we are continuing with Doki Literature Club, which is... I'm really liking this game so far. I know I haven't really gotten to, like, the darker stuff yet, but I find it so, like, I'm probably gonna change mood. So, Brianna Light, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Eh? I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way! Not even Nasuki? Well, I guess Nasuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems than I think about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess? How am I supposed to write a poem about my own stupid life? Did you somehow make everything in your life an adventure? Even the little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. Yeah, So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. So, you never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sorry? I pat Sorry's head. Ah, hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sorry starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Brianna Light, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Say, are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil! Sorry for anyone. Sorry. Wait, let me check. Yeah, I'm in the yellow. Sorry. Trying to with the mic. Sorry, hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being attentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. I'm so sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sorry clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Suri. Yeah. I grab Suri's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Sorry. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in comes my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelves, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I don't like that. That's not good. Well, I wouldn't mind her being in touch with her feelings. It's just Monica being in that sentence too. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Sorry. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic! You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Like, what's killing me with this, like, I know what happens to each of the characters, but I don't know, like, the building blocks to what happens there. So I'm reading these lines that are giving you red flags about the red flags of what's going to happen to, like, happen to Sayori, with no idea what, is it gonna happen after this or something? Like, so, like, I'm reading all these red flags and knowing they're red flags, but I don't know how long the build-up's going to be. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, it's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard to believe for me to be pessimistic. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that's a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my expertise. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of this reminds me of Sari's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But they never really struck me as her type. Sari has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I have a naturally high-pitched voice, and doing these voices for Natsuki and Sori is a strain on me. I'd hate to see someone with a lower-pitched voice do this. Amy likes spiders. You know what I hear about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhymes of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real badly. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell the world. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday, because reading this poem. Now I know why you got mad at me, because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things that I want to keep inside come out, and people make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Saori. Yuri, please, it makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri Surrey smiles sadly and puts her head down on the desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. Hi again, Brianna. Light. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I get my poem to Monica. Alright. Pretty good. Makes me think of Sorry, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make it friends with everyone, but Yuri and Asuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sin, tosen, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vintle on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Red flag. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Suri's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. So, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else, expectating faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Ugh, why are so many people talking about death today? Monica, shut up! Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way of the Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering voice transforms into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structures that she initiates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirl fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Hurry holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it as you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sori. Even Brianna liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? Came out nicely, Sori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing on that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick up a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Misuki? Don't make me go before Brianna, like. It's not like it can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Brianna lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Misuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection to what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, the more you'll lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, it's called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting? Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthusiastic, her poem has a rhyme and rhyme to it. It's in Natsuki trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if to give life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You're better at not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just not how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all you have an idea what it's like now. Make sure to pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what will be exciting. Sheesh. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me real happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to recite poems for tomorrow as well. I've been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue with that. As for the festival, we'll be finished planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys! Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? That's okay, Brianna. Like, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I'll walk home with Sori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how you get to... I mean... Sori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're trying to put me on the spot here. Well... I'm sorry. Really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Sheesh. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Brianna. Like, you think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating in something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for story to care about so much, but I wanted to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, Okay, that was the end of day 2. So I'm gonna end this episode here, and I'll see you guys later.